Good evening, friends. How's everybody doing? You're listening to the WVA Stonewall Jackson. WVA Stonewall Jackson. Also, follow my buddy Spreaker. You can find him under Alex Weinstein for president. Make sure you listen to his shows. He talks about a lot of interesting stuff, and so do I too. Going to read y'all this article here on Infowars.com. Just now downloaded me this. Sorry, people, on my phone. It's called an X-Split Broadcaster, where I can broadcast, videos on YouTube and Facebook and everything. But I've been having a lot of trouble with it right now because my internet's so slow and everything. And what I've been having to do is drop the resolution and the quality down, where it'll go through. And this internet's so stupid. I just tried to send one to Facebook a second ago, and some of it came in, but the other part didn't. Hold on, people. Gotta answer this call. Well, never mind. The answer machine got it. Well, like I was saying, though, on the videos I've been trying to do, if I can get this to finally start working right, I was planning on, making, Facebook shows and, YouTube shows, and I figured it'd be cool, have, talk about different news and different topics and everything. You don't really have too many, news places out here, that's, posting, talking about, the facts and everything. You don't really have too many, mainstream media, most of the time they just lie. And when they do tell the truth, it's very little. Most of everything mainstream media talks about is lies. Cat, get off that table. Sorry about that. Stupid cat. Gone. Sorry, people. Got a crazy hyper cat here. What I'm saying, though, but when I can get everything situated, make sure y'all follow me on my YouTube, my Facebook, and everything, because I'll keep y'all informed of everything, and I'll try my best to be honest, Like I say, a lot of these places, the media, like I say, they lie. Now, I want to be an honest person and everything, and I want to keep people informed because people deserve to be informed, and people have the right to know the truth. You got all these people that's been, asleep for all these years. And a lot of people are finally starting to wake up and see things for, what it is. But I'm going to read you this article on Infowars.com. It says Zika can now possibly be spread through tears. That's crazy, people. That is crazy. I'm going to read you the rest of this article. But, like the government, they say that it can't be spread no other ways, And now they're finding out other things, They don't really know it themselves, And I believe the Zika, virus, the epidemic is a lot worse than they're telling everybody. We need to keep an eye on that and everything, because our lives matter and everything. And we just got to be careful, people. Let me read the rest of this article. Zika can now possibly be spread through tears. This was originally posted by, I think, New York Post, NY Post, September 29, 2016. It says a Utah man who mysteriously contracted Zika from his infected father may have gotten it by touching his dad's tears or sweat with his bare hands. According to new research unveiled Wednesday that found the unusual transmission method was likely caused by his dying father having 100,000 times the normal level of the virus. The research done by University of Utah doctors and reported in the New England Journal of Medicine doesn't give the definite answers to why the father's levels were so high or why the son contracted the virus in a way not documented anywhere else. But it does offer new details about the events that led to a case that has puzzled researchers. The father, 73, had been diagnosed with prostate cancer 8 months before his June death. The report says he was receiving radiation therapy and androgen therapy, which may have made it easier for the virus to replicate, said Dr. Sankar Swaminathan, Chief of Infectious Diseases Division of University of Utah Health Care. But Swaminathan said the cancer and treatment doesn't totally explain why the man had such extremely high levels. That's all that article, people, but you can read more on Infowars.com. They have links on there, and you can read the whole story and everything. Let me see on here if it's any more interesting stuff here. It says, walking is medicine. It helped high-risk seniors stay mobile. It's not too late to get moving. Simple physical activity, mostly walking, helped high-risk seniors stay mobile after disability-inducing ailments, even if at 70 and beyond, they'd long been couch potatoes. One health policy specialist said that study released Monday suggests prescribing exercise may be just as important as prescribing medications. Once you lose that mobility piece of your life, then you really lose independence, said Patricia Cates of the University of California, San Francisco, who wasn't part of the new research but said physicians need to put the findings to use. You can read more on that article too on Infowars.com. Weather update too, people. If you live near, Mercer County, West Virginia, or Tazewell County, Virginia, right now we're getting downpours of rain. It's lightning and everything, and it's got a possibility of hail in some places and everything. So if you're going to be out, be careful, people, because make sure you take an umbrella. It's coming down hard. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not. I'll move this computer over by the window to let y'all hear it. But it's coming down. Let's see, turn off this fan here where y'all can hear us. Yes, thunder and lightning and everything. Y'all be careful though if y'all gonna be out. Just figure out to let y'all know. I mean, we just got some heavy downpours and you might have a lot of runoff and local flooding and everything. So don't try through nothing that, I mean, it just takes, a couple inches to start hydroplaning and everything. So if you don't know how deep something is, don't even try going through it because it could save your life. Because you got to be careful with, swift moving water and everything. Let's see if I have another article I can read to you. Here's one article here. If my battery on my phone stayed long enough. It says, are prescription NSAID painkillers raising heart failure risks? New research has emerged. Oh, breaking, y'all. It's starting to hail like crazy here. I mean, it is coming down. You can hear the ice just hitting the ground. But new research has emerged that prescription-strength non-steroid anti-inflammatory NSAID painkillers may be responsible for a higher risk of heart failure. The study was authored by Andrea Arfi, a PhD student at University of Milano Bicocca in Italy, who found that a person's risk for heart failure can double with the use of some NSAID. These include diclofenac, cataflane, or Voltaren, atorricabit, coxib, arcoxia, indocin, and pyroxicam theldine. Arthey and his team explained the medical files of nearly 10 million patients from the United Kingdom, Italy, Germany, and the Netherlands from 1999 to 2010. They found that even common NSAIDs used at prescription doses like naproxen and ibuprofen could up the risk of heart failure by as much as 30%. Although this only proves a link between heart failure and NSAIDs, it does not imply causation. However, doctors have suspected for a while that they may cause heart problems. Dr. Christopher O'Connor, who serves as Chief Executive Officer of the Innova Heart and Vascular Institute in Falls Church, Virginia, stated, "These drugs have been around for a long time, and they have important pain relief and anti-inflammatory properties, but they also have cardiovascular side effects. They have been shown to hold into the sodium, and there is some reduction in kidney function. While researchers aren't sure why NSAIDs up the risk of heart failure, they found that 7 of them drastically increased the risk when faced of heart failure. It was found that when people were prescribed an NSAID, they had a 19% increased risk of being hospitalized for heart failure. However, the team also discovered that COX-2 inhibitor, Celebrex, does not prove a risk of heart failure if it is used at an appropriate dose. Because of this, the researchers are stating that this is an appropriate alternative. Arthey and his team do not recommend not taking the medication if you are concerned about your risk of heart failure, but rather than you speak to the doctor about your concerns, though Dr. Christopher O'Connor did add that even those who use NSAIDs over the counter should try and limit their use as much as possible. Arthey said this study may have large public health consequences, and they point to the need for further research to assess the safety of the over-counter NSAIDs under the conditions they are typically used. Patients should adopt a prudent attitude and avoid overusing over-the-counter NSAIDs without seeking medical advice. Let's see here. I don't know if I have time to read y'all one more. We'll see. But I thank y'all for listening to my radio program and everything. See if I can get this thing to load. I don't think it's going to work, y'all. So, let's see here. I don't really have enough time to play no songs. But let's see here. I have an ad on here, I think. It was like a commercial from Donald Trump. If I can find it. Here we go.
Here, I am convinced, is the best Republican political ad that has run this year. I cannot believe this didn't become a national news story this year, just how good it is, how moving and effective it is. I'm quite sure you have not seen this, but check it out. I think this is great.
Nobody has ever hit my hands. I've never heard of this one. Look at those hands. Are they small hands? And he referred to my hands. If they're small, something else must be small. I guarantee you there's no problem. I guarantee you. Okay.